So here we are to do the great unboxing of the Doctor Who B&M product. It is the hottest day of the year so far and I am melting, but we're sitting in sunny Shepperton, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through each of the products initially one by one, just so that you know what's coming, and then we'll do a little mini review of them opened afterwards, and that should let you know everything to do with the new products that are coming. So first up, we've got the pack that I think there's been the most speculation about, which is the Fifth Doctor and TARDIS. It's inspired by the Caves of Androzani story, so both the TARDIS and the Doctor himself are a little bit muddy and grubby, as he was seen towards the end of that adventure. The second TARDIS set is based on Shada. And again, this is a very specific look for the TARDIS in that episode, and it's a new Fourth Doctor figure. And you'll see on pack that hopefully we've got a little bit of a different offering here. Then moving on to the figure sets. The first of the figure sets is based on Silver Nemesis. It's the Seventh Doctor. He is in his cream outfit. We've got two Nemesis Cybermen in there with guns, the Cyber Leader and either Cyber Lieutenant or Cyberman, basic. The second set, which I actually think you're going to be quite excited about. Again, a lot of people guessed very close to this, so it's something that I think actually you'll be quite pleased about, but also there's maybe a surprise in here for you. So it's based on the two Doctors. It's got the second Doctor as an androgum. It's got Peri in her shiny, silvery, futuristic crop top. And it's got a new figure, which is Sontaran Commander Stike, who looks absolutely superb, and you'll see a bit more of him later. The third set, again, a lot of speculation on the forums, and then this was one that there was a bit of demand for, which was classic Sontaran. So we're a bit Sontaran heavy in this set of figures, but there's a nice little extra thrown in here that will hopefully throw a curveball at you, which is we've got Harry Sullivan from Sontaran Experiment in his duffel coat, and we've got Lynx and Styre. So it's based around the Sontarans, but Harry's in there, and again, that's a new figure. So hopefully that's something you guys are going to be pretty pleased about. Moving on to the Doctor and Dalek set. I know this one's been revealed already, but it's pretty cool. It's the Eighth Doctor in his Time War outfit, and he comes with his Dalek interrogator. I'm going to leave that one there. Moving on to the second set, we have the War Doctor in a slightly different livery, and he comes with the Dalek Scientist, which has a silver dome, and again, that one's a little bit different. And finally, again, another little curveball, hopefully, which is the Seventh Doctor in a sort of TV movie meets Big Finish Gallifrey series inspired outfit. So he looks particularly different, and again, counts as a new figure, I guess. And he also comes with an exclusive Axis Strike Squad Dalek with black dome. So again, we'll go through each of those in detail. But that is essentially the Big Finish reveal. So we'll go through each of those in detail now. As you'll have noticed, I'm melting. Basically, it is so hot today, it's ridiculous. So I'm beginning to literally swelter in the heat. But it's all in the moment. So we'll go through each of these in turn. I'm going to keep referring to that all the way through the video, that I'm getting hotter and hotter. So if you see me just turning into a melted mess, that's why. First one, Fifth Doctor and Androzani TARDIS. The Doctor is in his outfit with muddy splashes and mud marks from the Androzani episode. The TARDIS is Fifth Doctor TARDIS. Now, hopefully you'll notice something a little bit different about this one. Not just the fact that I can't remove, because I didn't bring a screwdriver, the strip that keeps it in the packaging. But we've actually reworked the base of the TARDIS completely. So it now has a slightly flatter, more, what I would say, normal base on it. It still has the opening door mechanism. We had to do a bit of jigging around on that, but it's got the decoration from the Fifth Doctor, based on the Thomas. Again, everybody, super fans and collectors will know this. The Thomas Yardley Jones TARDIS, and it's got the slightly yellowed windows that were unique to that particular prop. So that's the Fifth Doctor and Androzani TARDIS with mud effect. So next up we have the second TARDIS set, which is Shada version of the Fourth Doctor and his TARDIS. So we've got the Doctor in his pirate boots, as seen in Shada, and the open collar shirt. I wish I had one of those today. And the darker long brown coat and scarf. So a slightly different variant and essentially a new figure of the Fourth Doctor. Moving on to the TARDIS, again, I can only apologise for not bringing a screwdriver. It will sit flat, but we have the Shada TARDIS, which again has the lower base, and eagle-eyed viewers will spot that it's got the rotating police lamp from that and a couple of other episodes from Shada and a couple of other episodes. And it has a very distinctive coloration to the windows as well. So we've tried to capture a little bit of that. So it's a pretty cool looking TARDIS. I know I think we're now on our third or fourth Doctor TARDIS, but it's a pretty iconic look and one that I absolutely love. So I make no apologies for that one. That was on my wish list. Fourth Doctor and TARDIS. Then on the 3-figure packs, again, this is the seventh. We call it the Seventh Doctor set, but it's essentially a Silver Nemesis set. We've got the Doctor in his cream outfit. I've gone or asked this time for a slightly lighter cream colour. In different light, it looks different colours, but in Silver Nemesis, in that very bright sunshine that they filmed in, very light today, he was probably melting as well. It's a far lighter linen coloured look. So we've got him in that outfit with his handkerchief. Moving on to Cybermen, really tried this time to make the Nemesis Cybermen. We can't chrome them, it's just not possible to do it on PVC without it flaking off. But I've asked the factory and the Far East guys to make the silver as silvery silver as we can. Just to get that real thing that the Nemesis Cybermen had, which is that real pop of the bright silver against the slightly darker and sort of weathered undersuit. And I think they look significantly different. So we have Cyber Leader and either a Cyber Grunt, Cyberman, or Cyber Lieutenant, and they also come this time with their guns. So we've got those as well. That's basically the Seventh Doctor set, and it's pretty cool. Now, for the Two Doctors set, let's start with the Second Doctor. This is basically the Second Doctor as Androgum. So he has his bright red eyebrows, which make him look significantly different. He has his more greyed hair, which he had in the episode, but the rest of the decoration is pretty much as standard. Then we've got a lovely, I think it's probably the best figure we've done of Peri, but Peri in her Two Doctors outfit, which has the slightly metallicized look and sheen, very nice coloration to it, and the little headband, which is, you can't see it, but you probably see it in the turnaround videos, but it's actually really nice, and she's got a slightly healthier tan, so she's got a slightly darker skin tone, but it's actually a really, really nice version of that figure. Then we move on to a new figure, well, mostly new figure. So this is Stike Sontaran. We've had to reuse some of the tooling from the existing Sontaran, especially on the helmet, but we've added a little graphic nod to the different design of the front of the helmet, so it just visually kind of changes it a little bit. And then when you take his helmet off, he actually has got a really cool new head sculpt that really does look like Stike from the program. So he's much better. These Sontarans didn't have the heavy armor knee and elbow parts, so they've been removed, and instead he's got the slightly sort of rose-colored metallic parts of the flight suit, and a slightly different coloration to the front of his communicator pod. But he's a really cool figure. I love him. So looking at the Sontaran set, it's a little bit of a cheat. One of them's technically not a Sontaran, as you've probably seen already, but we have a Sontaran in one of the other sets, which is new, so I kind of jigged that one around a little bit. In essence, we've got Lynx, Steyr, and Harry, which I'll talk about in a minute. The deco's been slightly updated on all of these. Lynx is in his sort of armor parts are much shinier. Flight suit's the same. He's got very dark boots with the silver soles. He's got his little weapon on the side and communicator. Face deco's a lot lighter, partly just because the previous version of Lynx started to look a bit. I think it must have been a quirk of filming, because when you look behind the scenes, there's different photos that show almost different stages of him being quite light-skinned to him being, you know, almost looking like a baked potato by the end of it, with his very heavy brown sort of look. So he's got a slightly different look as well, and comes with his helmet. Steyr again, similar to the first release, but playing around a little bit with the armor decoration. It's a more gunmetal color, which I thought was important to get across. So it's a slightly heavier kind of look for him. He's got his front of the boot kind of armored protectors, and everything is just that slightly different color. And then again, face-wise, very similar decoration to the way it was done before, and he comes with his Staser gun as well. And then moving on to Harry. So this is a new head sculpt on an existing body, as the keen-eyed amongst you will guess, and will know, I should say. It was a way just to get a new character that I personally love. It's from an era of the show that I really liked. A lot of you guys do as well. So it's a new character. And I think that's great that we've managed to achieve it. And you get the suggestion of his blue suit under it from Sontaran Experiment. But it is a new head sculpt, and hopefully you guys will really like it. Then we've got the big finish sets. The first of these has already been revealed. As you'll know already, basically it is the 8th Doctor in his Time War outfit, his sort of blue leather jacket with the gold buttons and the sort of faded jean effect. And also he comes with the Interrogator Dalek, which is inspired. There's a little bit of creative liberty on the Doctor and Dalek sets, but what it does give us is a new Doctor, and we also get a fantastic new Dalek, and the liveries on these are great, and especially this first one, so I hope you really like that one. So being a big fan of Big Finish in general, fantastic audios, but also the War Doctor. So just to chat about him for a second, we've gone for a slightly different look. His velvet coat is actually a slightly different green. We've changed the color of his spats to a little bit more accurate. I went back and had a look at some of the images we had taken of him in costume, and the spats have a slightly different look, so we've done that. And also we've given his hair a little bit of a whiter look rather than the grayer look. And we've left his scarf off, and it just gives him a slightly fresher look than the earlier ones. So he's still got the battered leather jacket, which looks, you know, amazing. That's the War Doctor, and his Dalek is inspired by the story Thing of Guile, and it's basically based on the Dalek scientist, who has a very specific livery, which is the silver hemispheres on the bronze base and the silver dome as well. So again, another new Dalek variant that's actually pretty cool. So moving on to the final one from Big Finish. Again, I'm really pleased about this figure. It's basically the TV movie Doctor, or as close as we can get to it, without the hat, a dark red livery for the handkerchief and the scarf, the brown coat, and some spectacularly check trousers, which look absolutely amazing. We've slightly greyed his hair down because he's obviously an older version of the Seventh Doctor, but he looks really cool. And you know, he's in the Big Finish audios as this character in the sort of TV TARDIS, TV movie TARDIS, I should say. So he's lovely, and he comes with from the Gallifrey series, he comes with an Axis assault Dalek, which were basically a crack assault team sent by the Daleks to try and take over Gallifrey. So they have a very specific kind of SAS meets the Dalek livery, but again, it's just a wonderful new color scheme, and a big thanks to Big Finish, because they really have done some cracking stories that have inspired these three new Big Finish sets. So in summary, that's everything revealed. I hope something in there is something that you like and that you want, or you're surprised at or excited about. I'm excited about all of it, but then I would be. So we've got slight new variances and mouldings on the TARDISes, which is cool. We've got some new figures in the 3-figure sets, which I never thought would actually happen or be possible. I've been keeping all this secret for weeks, and a couple of people knew, but not everyone, so I hope nothing leaked or got out. And again, thank you to Big Finish. I think the new, just a point of note, I think on the packs in general, digging some up from the floor here, this new livery, I think, really makes the figures themselves actually stand out. There's some great stuff. So, like I say, I hope that you've got something in here that excites you, and thank you all for, 1, being interested, and 2, supporting the line. It's a big honor to bring these things to you. Thank you.